Hey everybody, it's Michael David of MysteryIslands.net, and the topic today is the Hermit. Please check out my store on MysteryIslands.net, like, subscribe, and Patreon. Thank you very much. So we're looking at the tarot cards right now. This is the Rider-Waite deck, and this gentleman is very elderly, but he has gained a lot of wisdom. And I'm going to talk about this archetype and then give you a modern hermit that you can follow his wisdom at the end. So basically, the Fool goes on his journey through meeting each of the cards of the tarot. And after he's kind of interacted with his family and parents, and he goes out into the world, at some point he meets the Hermit. And this is usually an older person or someone of great wisdom, an old soul, who becomes a teacher or a mentor to the young traveler or fool on the journey. So as you go through your life, at some point you will meet this person, or you will resonate strongly with this person. It could be a leader at your church, or someone in a spiritual group, or someone whose books you've read. But the teacher will appear when the student is ready. And or you can become the hermit. You can withdraw into a smaller town or the wilderness and gather up your knowledge and read a lot of books. And it's a quieter life and a more studious life. But then you can share your wisdom by perhaps writing a book or going on your own platform and giving back wisdom and passing it on through the generations of society. So there's a stillness and a quietness to the hermit. He speaks softly, and he holds a light into a darkened area. There's a lot of people wandering around in the dark on this planet that are not sure what they're doing here and who the chess pieces are on the chessboard. And like I said, I will give you a modern hermit who's passing on that wisdom right now. And his name is Cliff High. And you can look at his website at Cliff High. And he's extremely smart. Whether you agree with his points or not, you have to admit he's an extreme intellectual. He grew up with a military background, so he certainly has a lot of inside knowledge from his military background. At one point, he saw a film of Antarctica, a secret army film, and it had valleys and meadows that were quite green. So it's indicative there may be another land down there that we don't know about. But the Army had that film. So that's just one tidbit from his incredible life he's led. And he does talk a lot about globalism and what we're fighting with here in the United States and how we're trying to gain back our sovereignty and our power. And he goes back into a lot of the hidden history, back into colonial times and ancient Europe. And he's read the codices, which are ancient books with ancient knowledge. So I resonate pretty strongly with him. He almost died of cancer, but he made a big comeback, and he's doing quite well. He says he traces his family roots back to the Cathars. And the Cathars have a really strong work ethic. They like to keep busy, and he's, in his 70s now, or about 70, and he's building like a house and a bridge, and he's really contributing to society. They have a very hard work ethic, and he wants to pass on all of his knowledge. He said he just needed to appear and give this information to society before he travels on. And he will give you a good view and sense of what really is going on in the world and take you behind the scenes. And like I said, then it's up to you to decide how much of his information you're going to incorporate into your worldview. For me, he's given me a lot of clarity. And he has some really good health ideas. One thing he mentions is when you're drinking coffee to put chaga in your coffee, and that's a supplement I bought at a health food store. And chaga helps you with your immunity and gives you a lot of energy and stamina. And he has a lot of stamina, and that's what you want as you get older. You don't want to lose your energy and your chi. And he knows a lot about the art of war and the psychology of humanity. He is, he talks about he is a paranoid schizophrenic. That's something he's been dealing with his whole life. But sometimes these people are hyper aware of all the dangers in our society, and we need to check out their wisdom. And he's one of the sources I wanted to pass on to you. He's a modern day hermit. And like I said, check out my works at mysteryislands.net. I'm trying to pass on my best knowledge and intel to you. I think a lot of you know I don't watch any of the mainstream news. I consider it like a movie, really, and I want to take you behind the scenes to what's really happening. It's much more complex and intense what's going on behind the scenes with the militaries of the world and strategic actions. And like I said, in the U.S., we're in a dogfight to keep our sovereignty. There's many strong forces that want to break up the U.S. and remove it from being. And Cliff High is a patriot who's come forward and given a lot of great intel. So namaste, and I'm Michael David at mysteryislands.net. Thank you.